like, and going directly into like Majora's Mask and stuff for a little bit before we played Breath of the Wild. But it felt like Majora's Mask, like graphically, definitely not story-wise, but graphically felt thrown together. And I don't know if that was like intentional or like what that was about, but it definitely didn't feel as like polished. And I think it's because they had to like crank this game out and like I think it was like a year and a half or something like that after Ocarina of Time came out. But it was very interesting. Got masks and like items and crap that you can like gather and like a map. We are back from ads. Thank you for hanging out, everyone. They kind of snuck up on me. I was just talking about how I felt like Majora's Mask felt kind of thrown together, almost. By the way, can you guys hear the game through my microphone? Are you guys getting like weird feedback? You guys will have to let me know if that's the case. Here we go. Oh yeah, I always thought that this was so weird. I always turn it down just a little bit because I feel like I'm getting a little feedback on my end at least. My daughter heard the game, thought I was playing. Oh, really? Oh, right. I love it. Ooh, this is going to get creepy. I remember this. You've met with the terrible fate, haven't you? He's so creepy. I've always hated him. I remember having nightmares about him when I was a kid. She loves this game. I have never played it. I played Ocarina of Time. Like, I played a little bit of this on stream, but not terribly. Not a lot. I thrown together because it reuses assets from Ocarina of Time. No, just the way that things were like placed. It feels beta, if that makes sense. Like it feels, especially like what the heck is it? I can't remember. Termina Field or something, I think is what they call it in this one. It feels very like weird and unnerving and like thrown together. And I don't know if that's like an intentional thing or if it was actually like thrown together kind of thing. I own the Happy Mask Shop. I travel far and wide in search of masks. So I'm just gonna take you guys back to Ocarina of Time. He owned the mask shop in Ocarina of Time and you had like the masks and you'd like give them to people to wear and stuff. So now he's traveling around. During my travels, a very important mask was stolen from me by an imp in the woods. So here I am at a loss, and now I found you. Now don't think me rude, but I have been following you. I think the whole lore is like he followed us from Hyrule to here, or something like that. For I know of a way to return to your former self. If you can get back the precious item that was stolen from you, I will return you to normal. In exchange, all I ask is that you also get back my precious mask that the imp stole from me. And what? Is it not a simple task? Why? To someone like you, it should be by no means a difficult task. Except, the one thing is, I'm a very busy fellow. And I must leave this place in 3 days. How grateful I would be if you could bring it back to me before my time here is up. But yes, you'll be fine. I see you are young and have tremendous courage, and I'm sure you'll find it right away. Well then, I am counting on you. Oh, so creepy. So stinking creepy. Oh, they're kind of giving you a headache, right? It's definitely like your eye doesn't, with these older games especially, it like, your eye has like a more difficult time focusing on different things. just because the way like the shadows and the depths were kind of like rendered at that point. He gives me the creeps. That masked salesman was that. Sorry, just thinking out loud. But 3 days, even if we never sleep, that leaves us just a measly 72 hours. Talk about demanding. Well, don't just stand there. We're going to see the Great Fairy. Look, you want to find the Skull Kid, don't you? The Great Fairy will know what he's up to. She watches over everything. And just between you and me, the Skull Kid is no match for the Great Fairy. Go to the shrine near the North Gate. You'll find the Great Fairy in there. Okay, it's like North Gate. I do not remember. I freaking hate the dog. I remember the dog is so feral. And the dog like completely just like bodies you because you're made of wood and he's like, bite, bite, bite. Stupid dog. No! It's gonna take me some getting used to. Okay, so I have no idea where the North Gate is. So this is east. Until you can get like your actual map, I remember. So that's east. And this is south. Is it here? This might be west. Okay, so that's west. I think it's gonna be this way. Not that way, but like this. I remember a little bit of this, like, oh, like this beginning area. Here we go. Okay. I think this is it. Oh, wait, that's North Clocktown? Didn't she say south? No, she said north, I think. Okay. Oh yeah, and then the ferry's in here. This has been about a year since I've actually played this. Like, beginning piece. Oh no, the Great Fairy! Little guy I have a name. Yes. His name is Link, so it's still Link. But he's turned into a Deku scrub right now. He's like cursed, basically. Young one, please hear my plea. I have been broken and shattered to pieces by the masked Skull Kid. Please find the one stray fairy lost in town and bring her to this fairy fountain. Who is Zelda then? Zelda's the princess. She's the princess. Right, so I can't go that way. I kind of wanna... Okay, so I remember there's like a few places. Okay, actually, I think I might remember being able to like get the map from... Tingle? Close white fairy. Sir, could you be by chance a forest fairy? Oh my! My name is Tingle. I think I am the same as you, sir, a forest fairy. Alas, though I'm already aged 35, no fairy has come to me yet. Oh my god. Tingle's a mood. My father tells me to grow up and I act my age, but why? I tell you, Tingle is the very reincarnation of a fairy. Now, while I stand here waiting for a fairy of my own, I sell maps to help out my father. And lucky, you're so lucky to have a fairy. I know, we should be friends. Yes, in exchange, I will sell you a map for cheap, a sign of my friendship. Oh, you've heard of these games and never played them? Ah, I love it. The lore is so crazy. Like the storyline of this, it's so easy to rabbit hole on it. Will you buy one of Tingle's maps? I'm gonna buy Clocktown because I think when I go to Woodfall, you get it for cheaper if I remember. Yeah, buying this map is gonna save me so much time because it's gonna be so much easier. The red arrow on the map shows where you entered and the yellow arrow shows your current location. It's gonna be so much easier to navigate here. Well, call again. These are the magic words that Tingle created himself. Don't steal them. He's such a mood. I love him though. So that was north. And then I remember there's like random fairies that can like kind of come about. There's like a couple places where it can spawn. I think I remember I'm gonna go down this way because I think it might be through here. Hi Kyber. If you guys see my my webcam move, it's because Kyber is being a little turd. Kyber, don't push things off of my desk, sir. I will probably smite you. Actually, probably not. I think it might be this way. Oh, Jesus. Kyber. That's my buddy. Biscuit boy. This is my private property. Don't try using it when I'm not around. Okay. That dog better heck off. Seriously? No, that's not the right area. There's like one little place that you can go to that has like a tree and like a little laundry area. I don't remember where it is. I think it like straight up might be down this way. Oh no, it's this way and then I have to go down, lower left. It's like this way. And I think the fairy might be in there during the day, and then at night, I think it's like in the area. Here we are. I only know this because I remember this from last time. Please hear my play. The mask skull kid has broken me apart and scattered my pieces. Please find a way to return me to the fairy fountain in North Clocktown. Okay, thank God. So we just have to like run it back, I think. If I remember properly. Good Lord. I like how the fairy is just this like well-known thing in Turbina, but in Ocarina of Time, you really have to like look for them. Here we go. I was like, I hope I didn't have to like find something to like get the fairy to bring it back, but I don't know. Also, do those little fairies look like beautiful Squidward to anyone else? Because they totally do to me. Like 100%. Cattle, and you, one of the many young one of the altered shape. And thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. And I'm the great fairy of magic. I thought that that masked child was helping me, and I grew careless. They do, they really do. They look like beautiful Squidward. All I can offer you now is this. I shall grant you the magic power as a sign of my gratitude. Please accept it. Hi, Key, I'm so sorry you had a rough work meeting. I'm so sorry. Kyber, I'm gonna squish butt. I'm gonna pinch the butt. The Kyber butt. He's such a ham. What a baby. Hi, Key. Good to see you, though. I'm so sorry. That's always a bummer. You've been granted magic power. In your current form, press B to shoot bubble blasts, and press and hold B to blow a big bubble. Release B to shoot it. Your magic power decreases when you shoot and replenish it with magic jars and potions. The man who lives in the observatory outside of town may know the Skull Kid's whereabouts. Just be careful. You must not underestimate that child's powers. Kind young one. If you ever return to your former shape, come see me. I shall give you more help. Hi, Burr. You been making biscuits on me? He's like rubbing all over me. He's so cute. I loves him. What's this? This is on the Switch. So if you have like the Nintendo Online subscription or whatever, you can actually get like all the old games like this. So they have like Ocarina of Time, they have like Banjo-Kazooie and like a bunch of others too. Are you the one who just popped that up there? Not bad for a Deku scrub. Yeah, they added Majora's Mask. It's been on there for like a little while. Basically, since they launched it, they had like Ocarina of Time and like Majora's Mask and Banjo-Kazooie and like Pilot Wings and like a few others on there. And like Super Mario 64. It's really awesome. We bombers have a hideout that leads to the observatory outside town. You need a code to get in and maybe I'll tell you what it is. But don't think you're getting it that easily. I just can't tell you what the code is. You have to pass my test first. Oh, I hate these kids so much. It's so annoying. I think there's one of the kids in each of like the areas of town. Remember, am I ready? I guess. Do I have a choice? Line up, guys! Oh my God, y'all are bullcrap. Get out of here. If you can find all 5 of us by tomorrow morning, I'll teach you the code. Are you ready? I hope I didn't, I think it's still like daytime, so. Oh my God, I don't think. Wait, there's totally one kid here. And I gotta catch him. They're so annoying. Okay, only 4 left. For using the rewind feature for Yoshi's Island. Oh, no worries, right? Hey, if it makes it accessible to you, I think that's like such an important thing personally, you know? I really do. Okay, I think there's one little guy up here, if I remember. I played this like last year. So I remember these bits and pieces a lot better. They're so bullcrap. Okay, only 3 left. I think there's one down here. That's the arc. Exactly, like it makes it accessible. Like I personally don't use like the control points or like whatever the rewind feature, but like if it makes gaming enjoyable for somebody, stupid dog. Okay, but if it makes it more enjoyable for somebody, then I'm all about that, you know? I think there's one in each like town area. I was so close to you. And they're so unpredictable with like at the angle at which they like bounce off the freaking walls. There we go. Only 2 left. I gotta remember where the other ones are. Okay. There might be one in here. I honestly don't remember, and I don't think so. Oh God, he freaking creeps me out so bad. Very bad at jumping. You don't think you should be punished for that? Hey, that's very fair. I agree with that. Okay. We can't go out there yet. I think it's like on the other side of the map. So I've already gotten like the kid up there. They're all gonna be like outside. I got him over there. There was one in here. Okay. And I think this might take me on like where all the shops and stuff are, like on the side. Here we go. Sup, jerk? No! I hate it when they get in those little areas. Because they like bounce around like little idiots and they just get stuck and then you have to like reload. Or like come back in. Oh, I hated that. I remember like that failed me the first time I tried it because like they just kept like whoop, whoop, whoop in the little corner. Okay, got one. And then there might be a kid in here. I don't think so. I think it might be down this way. Okay. There's one more kid, and I feel like I have to go up high somewhere. And I genuinely don't remember. Because they're kind of hidden all over. I've already gone that way, because I just found that kid. I think there's like a flower that I could like jump up onto. Was there another one back here? Yes. Got him. Okay, I was like, I thought maybe there was two in the beginning area, but yeah. You're pretty good for a Deku scrub. What a little punk. If only you were human. I could give you an original Bomber's notebook and make you a member. What do you guys think? No, wait, no scrubs. They're like that one song. Like, no scrubs. I can't remember what it's called. No scrubs. I can't remember which group it was by though, but there's totally a song by TLC, right? I guess not. Once we let some kid in who wasn't human join our gang, and boy, did we ever regret it. Sorry, but I'll teach you the code, just like I promised. So I can tell you once though, so pay close attention. I have like a little notepad thing. Five, 2, 1, 3, 4. So 5, 2, 1, 3, 4. Because I think it's random every single time that you do this. Just a sec. I want to see. Yeah, I think it's random every time. My last one was 4, 5, 2, 3, 1. So this one's 5, 2, 1, 3, 4. Perfect. Yes. Hi, Kristen. We're playing Majora's Mask. Hi. I was feeling it. I woke up today and I'm like, but what if? Silly, because I have this now. It's a Nintendo 64 controller for the Switch. I finally was able to pick one up. Our hideout was in East Clock Town because there's that little kid that's like bouncing around in front of it. Okay. Oh my god, you haven't seen me play this one? That's so fun. I love that. How are you, Kristen? Yeah, they made them. They started making them around the time when the emulators came up, but these were sold out for like over a year. And they finally got them back. I don't know if they're still in stock, but I managed to pick one up. Oh god, I think it was like November or December when I finally... No, I feel like it was earlier than that, actually. I literally don't remember when I got it, but it was sometime. I can't remember if it was like before or after TwitchCon. But I think it was sometime like the last quarter of last year, basically, like the last 4 months. If you want to pass through here, you have to say the secret code. Okay, so this is 5, 2, 1, 3, 4. That's right. Oh my god, you know the code, then you remember, right? Okay, here you go. I like their security. There's a lot of cool stuff at the Telescope Guys place. Oh yeah, and on the Bomber Secret Society of Justice Forever. They're so cute. Happy to unwind and relax with the beans. Yes, I've had such a good day. I've kind of had like a lingering headache all day. It's still there, but I feel like it's just gonna be one of those days where you just can't get rid of it, you know? That's about it. But I'm doing good. We did shell tours on the Sims earlier. Made a new shell. I think there's a Skulltula in here. Hello. I remember you because you scared the absolute living crap out of me. Excuse you? Only a nap can cure a headache, right? Lingering all weekend off and I blame the weather. I know, I wonder if it's the weather. I genuinely do. What? You don't even know about the Skulltula? It's protected by a hard shell, but its stomach is soft. That's right, because you have to shoot it in the butt. I remember now. Come down. Turn around. Show me what that booty do. No! I gotta remember my controls. Oh yeah, that's right. I think I have to shoot it. There we go, that's right. If it's in your eyes, suspect it's a migraine, right? It's like behind here, like in my temple almost. I know. Mommy, how are you? Good to see you, by the way. Oh yeah, the weird Skull Kid balloons everywhere. I remember those. I think it just shows you like where to go, which is kind of nice. Oh yeah, hearts, yay! I'll take some hearts, please. Do you have any like magic potions in here? Thank you, how nice. It's actually kind of sweet. When this game came out, oh god, like 1999 or like 2000 or something. I can't remember. I think it was like 1999, 1998. Maybe. Home and in bed, oh for sure. That's right, the scarecrow. Any rupees in there for me? Thank you. Oh my god, I love the scarecrow. Wasn't even born yet. Yeah, this is old. I know those spiders when I played Ocarina, right? Right. Hey baby, I'm a stylish scarecrow wandering in search of pleasant music. Time will pass in the blink of an eye if you dance with me. You're like, baby, we can forget about the time and dance till dawn. No, not yet, because I don't have time to like, I can't. Oh yeah, I don't have my ocarina yet. The mysterious song that allows you to manipulate the flow of time. Do you want to learn it? Sure. Oh yeah, I have my weird like pipe thingy. He's like this weird like thing. Oh yeah, now listen up. If you play that strange song backward, you can slow the flow of time. Because I have these written down, like inverted song of time and the half day forward thing. I have those written down still from last time we tried this. It's not old, that means I'm old, right? No, I get that. Rosie, I'm the same. I know, right? My brothers and I played Ocarina of Time when it released. That's how I felt playing The Sims, because like The Sims 1 came out in 2000 and I played that when it came out. I was like 8. All right, friends. So Twitch is gonna play ads in a second. I'm gonna pause right here. So thank you so much for coming and we'll be back in just a few. Thank you so much. How many of you guys have played like all of the Zelda games? I know we played Ocarina of Time when it could release, right? Like, you have, oh my god, Breath of the Wild is really fun. Tears of the Kingdom, I'm like part of the way through that. Probably like a third of the way through it. And Zelda 2, right? Zelda 2 was kind of like an eyesore from what I remember. That one just wasn't great. I remember playing The Sims 1 the day it released 2, and it was like best thing since sliced bread. It was so good. It was like this groundbreaking thing. I've played most, nice. Sims 3 in 2009, I was 7. That's so crazy. And I was like graduating high school in 2010. That's nuts. Yeah, like I played The Sims 2 or The Sims 1 growing up. Honestly, it's been so cool to play all these video games. Because I remember when the Nintendo 64 came out and how realistic we thought these graphics were. Like these were like the most realistic graphics that you could even fathom on the Nintendo 64. Like, no, you legally drink. I love that. That's so crazy. Not all. Ocarina of Time was my first Zelda. Wind Waker, and oh my god, so. I don't know where it is. Oh my god, I found it. I have Twilight Princess, you guys. I'm just saying. Our neighbor, our friend has Wind Waker on the GameCube for me to play when I'm ready. I'm so excited. I got this for Christmas. It's fantastic. There's also a Spider-Man like thing in there for whatever reason. Yeah, I got it for Christmas though. Even has the manual in it. Yeah, I got this for Christmas. We had this growing up. But we don't know where our copy went. I played Castlevania growing up on like, oh god, I think it was like the Super Nintendo. I don't remember if it was like the Super Nintendo or like what, but I did play Castlevania growing up. Does anyone remember Mysterious Wall Chicken? It's like a very, very like specific memory that I have in Castlevania. Wind Waker, I know, I remember. I never played Wind Waker. I haven't played Twilight Princess. I watched my brother play it though. I haven't played Wind Waker, but I watched my brother play that. And then I haven't played Majora's Mask, but I did watch my brother play it, but I think we rented it and he got about maybe halfway through or something. But I remember playing Ocarina of Time. I played through that one as a kid and I beat it as a kid. And then I played it last year and we beat it last spring. I played that one in its entirety. All of that's on YouTube, by the way. Twilight Princess is your favorite. It's so good. So good. I don't really remember a lot of it though. I think it's gonna be really annoying to play because the Wii controls were just not great. Wind Waker together. That's so fun. I love that. Skyward Sword. I have Skyward Sword and I have not played that one, but I do have it. I have the Switch adaptation of it. Well, love to just from a lore perspective, right? It's such a dark tone game from what I felt so far. So I basically, just so you guys, for those of you guys who have played Majora's Mask, I have played Majora's Mask up until we got the Ocarina. And then I think that was pretty much it. I don't think I really played a lot beyond that. Aggie! Majora's Mask, I love it, it's so good. How are you, Aggie? I'm so glad to see you. Never played Majora's Mask, right? The Switch version, right? Yeah, I have the Switch version. But yeah, I'm better now. Yay! Now that I'm playing Majora's Mask, I woke up this morning, I was like, but what if Zelda? My hyper focus shifted. I was like, YouTube, recording, doing all this. Now I'm like, but what if Zelda? I'm like, stop it! But I need to record some videos tonight though. But thank you for the lurk. So we're back from ads now. It says, if you play that strange song backward, you can slow the flow of time. And if you play each note twice in a row, you can move half day forward through time. How's that? Pretty interesting, isn't it? But I'm sure I'd like any song written by you better, baby. If you like me, you can play one for me. I don't really... Yeah, I don't think I need to like talk to him yet. But yeah. Emulators on Switch are so amazing. I know, I love that. I forgot the annoying scarecrow, right? This game is like a weird acid trip, y'all. It's so crazy. I don't know if this game is like, if it feels thrown together on purpose or if it's just meant to have like the disorienting feeling, you know? I know, I love that they did that too, Mon. I'm so glad they did. Well, a strange looking child has joined me today. Why does Link look like that? He got cursed. So he got cursed and he's Deku's grump now. He got cursed by a character called the Skull Kid, who's wearing like a mask, and he like stole our ocarina. Because this, if you remember Ocarina of Time, this is technically like you traveled, you did your timey-wimey bull crap in Ocarina of Time, and then now you're a kid, you lost your fairy. No one in that universe realized what you did. And like you literally just saved the world by time traveling, because like in the child timeline, things just are the way they are, because you were literally shifting time, if you remember. And so basically this is a direct lead up in the child timeline from Ocarina of Time. So you went in search of Navi, basically your little fairy from Ocarina of Time, but no one. So yeah, you're feeling a little bit lost, a little bit disoriented, you know. A strange-looking child has appeared to join me today. Are you a friend of the Bombers gang? Your manners seem much better than those of your mischievous friend from the other day. Is what photosensitive, Tori? Is the game, like, you mean for like people who suffer with photosensitivity, so like if you have seizures or something like that, is that what you mean? That ill-mannered troublemaker from the other day said he'd break my instruments. He said he'd steal my moon's tear. There was no stopping him. I'm not sure. I think so. I think that the Zelda games probably would have like photosensitivity issues for those who do struggle with like issues with like seizures related to like lights and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I wonder if you could like Google a little bit and see if there's something in there about that. Just watch him. He's probably causing trouble around the clock tower. Doing some research. Oh, for sure. I would love for you to be able to like dive into this game. Will you gaze into the telescope? Absolutely. I loved seeing the guy like climbing the tree. I always loved this as a kid. There's this guy just like dancing in a field for whatever reason. Because like, why not? And there's that guy like over there for some reason. I know I'm supposed to look up, but then I always like looking at everyone. Oh yeah, because there's like rupees in the tree. Music is great background. It's so good. I love the old school like Nintendo music. And you just gotta look at the moon. Whoa, jump scare! What are you doing? I don't remember. Oh yeah, no, you had to do this. There it is! That's the Skull Kid that I was referring to. So he's wearing a mask. And we find out that the mask was stolen. And then the moon, it just cries tears like that. I don't know a lot of the background, but I know like little bits and pieces because I've literally have played like a little bit of this game. That's a little butt shake. Well, did you find that troublemaker and that loud noise? What was that? Perhaps another moon's tears fell in nearby. Go through that door and take a look outside. But I wonder how that troublemaker got on top of the clock tower. The only way up there is through the clock door, and that opens only on the eve of the carnival. Okay. I think this is the door that he was referring to. This game is so weird. I love it. Okay, so you got the moon's tear. Its sparkling beauty radiates rather strangely. I wonder... Oh yeah, I don't think that these serve a similar purpose. Oh yeah, they're so weird. In this world, it's so strange. It's very trippy stuff. Astral Observatory. What could the troublemaker be doing atop the clock tower? I just hope he's not plotting one of his no-good tricks. Oh yeah, I think I gotta go talk to the one guy, the little Deku guy that is in the yellow flower outside the clock tower. I think is where I should go now. If I remember properly. Oops. All right, so we know where the Skull Kid is. Let's go ask the clock around the clock tower. Maybe we'll learn something. Whoa, look at the time. You don't even have 2 days left. Stop it. You're preying on my anxiety. The moon is horrifying. I agree with you so much on that. It's so scary. I hate it. This game is a very big, like, it messes with your head. It's actually terrifying. So like Ocarina of Time, in my opinion, has like cozy aspects to it, but this game has always been like an anxiety-ridden mess, from what I remember. Like, I don't think that my oldest or my middle brother could finish it because he was like the Zelda guy in our family. I don't think he could finish it because he said it just made him so anxious. I think he got like halfway through it, is what I remember. And then that was it. And then we had to like stop renting it or he didn't care for it or something. I remember. Okay. I've already sold out of my wares and the carnival hasn't even begun. I'm thinking of closing up shop so I can buy a gift for my wife and return to her in my village. I've heard that stone called the Moon's Tear shines brighter than any other in the land. Why does that character look like that? This is my first time seeing this game. Oh, really? We got cursed by a character called the Skull Kid. So we're transformed into like a little bit of into one of these basically, like a Deku. If you've got one, I'd really like to get it from you. My wife would love it. If you give it to me, I'll give you my spot here, the Deku flower included. Absolutely. Please give it to me. Press start to open the item screen, and then, oh yeah, that's right, I gotta like apply it. And you gotta like show them the item. You're like, look at this! Good old Blockbuster days. We were just talking about that earlier today. I love that so much. Heard of a game to do that before? Interesting. Oh, of what though? The game to do what? So it's like, that stone, you must hand it over to me. In exchange, I'll give you my spot here. Deku flower included, yes? Give it to me now! So I have the land title deed. Oh, the inside, yeah, it like, you'll understand this mechanic in a little bit better, like the time and like the clock and everything. But yeah, so like you really helped me out. Now I have the perfect souvenir for my wife. She hasn't set eyes on a jewel this strange, sparkling stone like this in a very long time. The title deed for this spot should be in high demand among Deku scrubs, but you already know that. If you don't need it anymore, you can always sell it. Butt spot, right? Like, dang it, butt spot! I love his little bags. He's so cute. I like the one under his shoulder too. He's adorable. He's so stinking cute. I love him. I love it. I'm also going to, I can't remember how to like save my game. Does anyone remember how to save your game? Because I always thought it was like when you left this. Okay, so like, I literally have so much time left. Her container! I forgot about this. Oh yeah, that's the one thing I really miss from Tears of the Kingdom. Emulator saves it automatically. It does, but you can save normally too. The plus sign menu? Oh yeah, I gotta remember. Because I don't use like the emulator, like I don't go back and saves and stuff. I don't use like the save state. I always just like play it normally. But I can't remember. So because I never use like the suspend points and stuff. I don't remember how that worked. I'll just use it just for now, just in case. It's in the screen, but it might work the same, right? Because I remember like an Ocarina of Time, I would always just like go to the menu and then it would like save from there automatically and it would create like a save file in my actual game rather than like the suspend menu thing, which is like an emulator functionality. The door to the clock tower opens once a year at midnight on the eve of the carnival. Which I know that, because like that's like the little clock in the bottom center. Oops. That we have. But now we can kind of explore a little bit. And I remember there's like a heart container piece, but I know there's something up there at the very top, and I don't remember how I can get there. And I don't think that I can. If I remember. Because there's certain things that you can and can't do sometimes in this game. Can I just like talk to him? Oh yeah, you have to like face them. It's so weird. Here we go. Brack, I wonder if this will make it. Brack. Oh yeah, because then like because there's like a chest over there and I gotta remember how to get over there and I don't think that I can as a scrub. It's like certain things you can and can't do in certain forms or whatever. I know like a little bit. Let's see. We'll figure that out eventually. But there is a heart container piece somewhere else that I saw when I was running around. And I don't remember if it was up there or if it was somewhere else. But we will totally kind of run around and just check things out because we got a little bit of time yet. Oh yeah. What's this? I remember. Okay, it says Bomber's Weekly News, a special review of the Bomber's Notebook. You can master it, or you too can master it. Seek out troubled individuals and lend an ear. A record of all the troubled people you meet will be kept in your notebook schedule. People are shown on the left column of their schedule. It appears in the adjacent row. Blue bars are show people's schedules, and notable events occur. And when notable events occur, something will happen at the time shown. An exclamation mark is added to your notebook when you make a promise or appointment. Be sure to confirm what you need to do. Don't lose heart if you fail to fulfill a promise. Just check your notebook and try again. When you're thanked for easing someone's troubles, take note by helping someone else out. You receive a happiness seal. Try to please everybody. Aw. I don't remember if I have like my full Bomber's Notebook yet, do I? I don't remember, but yeah, one of the things that I miss the most in Breath of the Wild is the fact that you can collect heart containers. Because like you can kind of do things in like Breath of the Wild, and like obviously you can get like the seal things or whatever, but yeah, I don't know. It just didn't have the same like feel as when you were able to like just go seek things out all the time and like find them in the world. The shrines are the heart containers, right? I'm like, I don't like that though. Oh, night of the second day, 36 hours remain. I know it feels different for sure, because that was like one of my favorite things ever. Like running around and being able to find all the heart containers in like the open world. It was so fun. Right, it's more satisfying. I agree. Like I love the whole shrine thing and like how they did that. I know, so they were so rare and weird. Yeah, and like you had to do things so like specifically in order to like get it to work, you know? And like all the little exploits are like you drop off this edge and like use your bomb or something. And like it was so weird. And I loved that. Nintendo is really good at like coming up with different puzzles and stuff. All right, friends, so I'm gonna pause real quick because ads are gonna play, but thank you for hanging. Ads do support me directly, and I will see you guys in a little bit. But yeah, like that's one thing that I miss a lot of, actually. It's so interesting. Like from a lore standpoint, I'm still missing bits and pieces, and I wonder why he has the hero's shield instead of like the Hyrule shield, which looks a lot different than it did in Ocarina of Time, even though this is like a direct like lead up.